Today I'll be doing a video on pygmies. I find the pygmies really interesting. They're different from your regular indigenous Australian. There's a difference. They are low in stature, much lower in stature than your average indigenous Australian. I think that there would also be a difference in cognition as well. From what I recall, the pygmies had an IQ anywhere between 55 to 58 compared to your average white person. I get the feeling that the pygmies might have had a bit of a better life than your average indigenous Australian, which is surprising. Most might think that because the average indigenous Australian had higher IQ, higher stature than your average pygmy, the average person might think, oh, the indigenous Australian probably had a better time on the whole. I don't think so. I think that the pygmy probably wouldn't have engaged in the same self-mutilating practices. I get the feeling that they would have had simpler lives. They would have experienced more contentment. I like it when people like David Icke go out into nature and interact with different kinds of people. I think there's plenty to learn about different kinds of people. Some people, there's not that much to learn about. Some people, it's just like very easy going. have some beer and pizza, Netflix. There's probably more complexity in the life of an Indigenous Australian. But more complexity isn't necessarily a good thing. I think some of the things, some of the self-mutilation, I think that was probably destructive. And I get the feeling that was probably that the Indigenous Australians might not have done that kind of stuff if they had the same qualities as the Pygmies, lower stature, lower IQ. I think that would have meant people had simpler lives. Sometimes I feel sorry for the Aborigines. Indigenous Australians. Lizard has a... I don't think lizard's that appetizing. Or snake. Or kangaroo tail. The Aborigines have plenty to be grateful for. similar in America. American Indians also have plenty to be grateful for. And I think that the American Indians probably show more gratitude. That might decrease in the future, but for now, I think that American Indians probably show more gratitude. The lower stature of the Pygmies might mean that more difficulty getting to different locations, getting different natural resources. Might mean that they might be more likely to be vegetarian or something. Smaller arms, bow and arrow would probably be harder to use. I can remember bow and arrow, only one, and a few arrows. Rabbit. I'm sure that the Aborigines would have probably had many bows and arrows. Lots of hunting for kangaroos. Strange that people get so upset over kangaroos which get hit by cars. Just creatures. Beasts of the field. They don't have personalities. I think that if the Pygmies lived off of herbs, I think that they would have been pretty well content with that. probably meant that life was more simplistic. And they probably wanted that.